You can say, all right, go ahead, point out 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And when you square it up, you want to get a break under the 3 aces. So you have a break there, and what you're going to do is you're going to lift the cards up and peel them out and lay them face up. But what you just did was, I'll go over that again, was now the aces are face up under those 3 cards. So again, I'll show you what I did. So you have a break under the aces, and when you go up to reveal these cards, you're going to take your thumb and push up these aces until they're about, not so they're exposed when you do this, because if you do it too much, people are going to see like bits of more cards. But as you push up, as you lift the cards up, you're going to push these aces forward, peel these cards out, and flip them over all as one. So you have 6 cards, but they'll think it's 3. And this is where that push your hand down and flip the cards over is going to come into handy. So you show 9 of hearts, Jack of spades, 5 of hearts. And now what you're going to do is you're going to make it so when you flip all 6 of these cards over, you want the 5 to be jogged toward you so you can get a break. So you want basically, ideally, the Jack of spades to be flush with the deck. So if you have the cards like this, and you flip them all over, you want the Jack to be flush with the deck, and the 9 can be up, and the 5 with the 3 aces in the back. So 9 of hearts, Jack of spades, 5 of hearts, and you flip it over, make sure that Jack is flush with the deck. And then, so now you have about 4 cards right here, the 3 aces and that 9. And when you go to square it up, you can get a break under those 4 cards. So 5 of hearts, Jack of spades, or actually 9 of hearts, Jack of spades, 5 of hearts. So now you square it up like that, and you do that. So now they think that those are these 5 cards. And then you want to put the ace right on top of it. But make sure to do it in a light way because you don't want the double stick tape to affect it quite yet. The rest of the deck is meaningless, and you have those other 2 cards on top, but they would never know that. So if you want to give it a cut or something, be my guest. Okay, so now here's where the actual switches come into play. You take the first packet, and you're like, alright, check it out. We're going to take, and while you're talking, this is what I mean. If you go and see what everyone else is doing, you can see how people break that tape without it making a noise, because I don't have anyone to perform it to, so I don't have any loud noises that could distract them from this breaking apart the cards. So you have a break under these cards, and right here is the double stick tape card. And you put the ace right in between, you say you're putting it in the packet, and you're like, alright, now if I do this move, boom, some kind of magical move. Chris Angel likes to do that. And when you spread the cards, you push as you spread. So you spread out the cards, and and now you can go ahead, show all these cards. And I recommend putting the queen, which is your double stick tape, or whatever the card that's double stick to, you can tell just by feeling how thick it is. Recommend putting that on top. So yeah, so look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you basically bury that card, and no one's gonna go back to see if there's an ace in there. Now you move on to the next ace. You're like, alright, again, here's the card with the double stick tape, so you want to break it somehow. So you want to just go back and do something that can break it. They say the lighter you do it, the less sound it's going to make. But who knows? It's just one of those things that you just have to try different techniques of, like, the slower you move and the slower you peel away, the less sound it's going to make. So then you have a break just under the double stick tape and just above the card that you broke off. And with these 2 fingers, you want to peel the 2 middle cards out of the packet. But it looks like 1 card, but it's really 2. So peel it out and you show it and you're like, watch, I'll pick up the ace, and what you're really doing is you're scooping it up with the 9 with the double stick tape. So watch, I'll do this nice and slow. Okay, keep an eye on that ace. Boom. And now you can spread through. Do something magical, really milk it. Again, try to get that card to the top. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. An added part of this trick is people like to, see, we switched over the diamond and the club. So look, I'll show you, look. See, you have to really get this order right. So, watch, I really switched over the diamonds and the clubs into this packet. So watch. See, we have the 5 of hearts, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of clubs. But look, what I want you to do is you go ahead, I'll put the ace right here, no funny moves, and you let a spectator put their hands on top of the packet, and when they do that you can push their hand down. So basically they're doing the double stick for you, and now the trick's ideally done. So, and the ace and the 5 is really under the double sticked ace. So they have their hands here and you push it down and you just let them stay there. And then the final one, you'd have to do a color change. You break off the final card, you break off that card, the double stick tape part, and you do that same type of move you did here where you peel off 2 cards as 1 with the double stick being here. And then you want to put it back under on the very bottom because you want to do a color change. Where so the ace is on top and the double stick's on the bottom. And the color change looks something like this, where you have the ace and you spread through. And now you can just spread through and the ace is under this card. So here's what the color change is. It's kind of like the pass. So the double stick tape's on the bottom, and you want to have a break under that card. And when you do this, you guys all know that we've been working on the pass. What's happening is, from this exposed view, 1 card's being peeled out, pushed over, and the entire time it's being covered by this hand. So right now it's getting ready for me to just take it and push it on and spread through it. That's a pretty color change. Like if you're trying to do as many tricks as possible just to impress people, this is a quick one you can do. So just this quick color change. So you have the break, and as soon as you put your hand over there, you want to peel this out, push it forward, make sure not to expose it, and with your hand, it's hard to do on an angle, so push it out and then cover it, and with your middle finger you can even rub through, and that will like get the cards to stick. That will help the cards stick. Then you want to do the push and spread. So you show it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, oh, all right. So again, with that last packet, you have these 3 cards. You have to break off the ace, peel off this card, 2 cards as 1, pick it up, and you want this card to be back on the bottom. And I like to get a break ready, I just like to take my index finger and peel the card down so I can naturally get a break on the bottom. A quick way to get a bottom break. You'll see me do that sometimes. So if you're talking, just be like, alright, so we're going to take this ace, and while I'm doing that, just my index finger is pushing this card down, giving me enough time to get a break. And come over, that hand moves it, so now it's in place. You can see it coming through my pinky here. But if you really want to, you have to really like keep it on lockdown and spread through, and then push and spread. 1, 2, 3, 4. This person had their hands on this card the whole time, so you're like, take your hands off, and you can let them spread through the cards. But when they spread through, you want to pick it up because you don't want them like fumbling with the cards. So they pick it up, and you're like, oh, go ahead and look at that. And try to end in the order where you start with, where how diamonds was over here, clubs is in the middle, hearts is over here, and then the ace is on top. So you spread through. 1, 2, 3, 4.